Hello students, welcome to our physics practical class. In this class, I am going to discuss about meter bridge experiment, construction and working of a meter bridge experiment. Actually, a meter bridge is a practical form of Wheatstone's network. Wheatstone's network is an arrangement of four resistances used for measuring one unknown resistance in terms of three known resistances. So we will connect the components according to the circuit diagram. So this is the circuit diagram of a meter bridge. So this is the meter bridge. So meter bridge consisting of three thick metallic strips, metal strips. Those are arranged on those are arranged on a wooden board. Meter bridge consisting of three three thick thick copper metal strips, metallic strips. So metal plates, those are arranged. Those are arranged where on a wooden board. Wooden board to form two gaps, left gap and right gap. So after that, a uniform wire AC of 1 meter length. So a uniform wire AC of 1 meter length, that is stretched, and 1 meter scale is fixed below the wire. A uniform wire AC of 1 meter length is stretched and 1 meter scale is fixed below the wire. Okay. So after that, a wire of unknown resistance, that is connected across the left gap of a meter bridge. A wire of unknown resistance that is connected across the left gap of a meter bridge. So a standard resistance box is connected across the right gap of a meter bridge. So after that, a cell and plug key that is connected across A and C. A cell, what is the meaning of cell? A cell is the device which provides the necessary potential difference to maintain the continuous flow of current in the circuit. So this is plug key. What is the function of plug key? The plug key switches on or switches off the circuit. So why thick metal plates are used in thick metal plates are used in a meter bridge. So thick metal plates are used in a meter bridge for connections because thick metal plates do not contribute any resistance, any resistance to the meter bridge wire. So after that, a galvanometer and the jockey. Galvanometer and jockey that is connected. A galvanometer and jockey that is also called metal slider or sliding contact. It is connected between B and D. B and D. Okay. So what is the meaning of galvanometer? Galvanometer, that is a device used for measuring very small currents accurately. It is actually a sensitive ammeter. So what is the principle behind the working of galvanometer? That is also very important. When a current carrying coil is placed in the presence of uniform magnetic field, it will experiences torque. A current carrying coil is placed in the presence of uniform magnetic field, it will experiences torque. Okay, so that is the principle behind the working of galvanometer. So this is about the construction of the meter bridge to find the unknown resistance. So a wire of unknown resistance that is connected across the left gap of a meter bridge. A standard resistance box is connected across the right gap of a meter bridge. So after that, a uniform wire AC of 1 meter length is stretched and 1 meter scale is fixed below the wire. A cell and plug key is connected across A and C. A galvanometer and sliding contact is connected between D and B. So this is the construction of meter bridge. Okay. So when the sliding contact is connected to point A, so what happens? The galvanometer shows a momentary deflection in one side. After that, the sliding contact is connected at point C. Galvanometer shows again a momentary deflection but in opposite direction. Then the circuit connections are absolutely correct. There is no fault in the circuit. Okay, actually here the wire forms the two variable resistances. So what is the condition? Balancing condition, that is P divided by Q is equal to R divided by S. So here actually P is resistance of the length of the wire AB. So that is R AB. So Q means resistance of the wire, that is BC. Okay, that is equal to R divided by S. So R AB. So how does the resistance depends on length? The resistance is directly proportional to length and inversely proportional to area of cross section. So combining these two equations, then we will get R is proportional to L divided by A. So R is equal to rho L divided by A. Right? So resistance of AB so that is rho L divided by A. So whole divided by resistance of the wire BC, that is the rho 100 minus L divided by A. So actually AB wire, BC wire, both are made from the same material. That is why resistivity is constant. So even AC is a uniform wire. It is having uniform cross-sectional area. That is why A is also constant. So A, rho get cancels. So finally we will get R by S is equal to L divided by 100 minus L, and finally R is equal to S L divided by 100 minus L. So wire of unknown resistance that can be calculated by using this formula. R is equal to SL divided by 100 minus L. So how do you find out L? What is the meaning of L? That is balancing length. Okay. So if the sliding contact, that is gradually slowly moved on the bridge wire until the galvanometer shows zero deflection. sliding contact is gradually moved on the bridge wire until the galvanometer shows zero deflection or null deflection. Then the meter bridge is said to be balanced. So in a balanced Wheatstone's network, current flowing through the galvanometer is zero. So in a balanced Wheatstone's network, galvanometer is replaced by another different resistance galvanometer. In that case, also the current flowing through the galvanometer is zero. Even in a balanced Wheatstone's network, galvanometer and cell are interchanged. In that case, also the balancing condition, that is P by Q is equal to R by S, that will remain constant. So in a balanced Wheatstone's network, what is the potential difference across the galvanometer? Potential difference, even potential difference across the galvanometer, that is also equal to zero. So actually this is called the null point. So what is a null point? That is very important. So the position of the sliding contact, position of the sliding contact on the meter bridge wire at which galvanometer shows zero deflection. The position of the sliding contact on the meter bridge wire at which the galvanometer shows zero deflection, that is called the null point. So actually your AB is called the balancing length. L is the balancing length. AB is the balancing length. So what is meant by balancing length in a meter bridge? It is the length of the meter bridge wire. It is the length of the meter bridge wire from A to the balancing point, that is B. So AB is the balancing length, B is the null point. So what is the principle of meter bridge? So meter bridge works on the principle of Wheatstone's network. So meter bridge works on the principle of Wheatstone's network. Okay. So what is this? A meter bridge. So what is the meaning of meter bridge? Meter bridge is practical form. Meter bridge is a practical form of Wheatstone's network. So it is having two gaps, left gap and right gap. Connect an unknown resistance or wire in the left gap of the meter bridge. So this is a wire of unknown resistance that is connected across the left gap of a meter bridge. Connect the negative terminal of the galvanometer to point D of the meter bridge. What is this? Actually, this is the point D. So the point D is connected to the negative terminal of the galvanometer. After that, the positive terminal of the galvanometer that is connected to jockey. So this is the positive terminal. What is this? Positive terminal of the galvanometer that is connected to jockey. What is this? Jockey, metal slider or sliding contact. After that, connect the resistance box in the right gap of the meter bridge. So what is this? This is the right gap of the meter bridge. So a resistance box. What is this? A resistance box that is connected. Resistance box is connected across the right gap of a meter bridge. After that, the point C of the meter bridge. So this is the point C of meter bridge that is connected to one of the terminal of one-way key. This is one of the terminal. So another terminal of one-way key that is connected to the positive terminal of the battery. So this is another terminal. So that is connected to positive terminal of the battery, and negative terminal of the battery So that is finally connected to the point A of the meter bridge. So what is this? The point A of meter bridge. So this is about the uh, construction of meter bridge. Okay, now let us discuss about the working of meter bridge. So first, take out a plug key to introduce a resistance from the resistance box. Take out a plug key to introduce a resistance from the resistance box. Take out a plug key to introduce a resistance from the resistance box. So after that, insert the key in plug. Insert the key in plug to complete the circuit. Insert the key in plug. Insert the key in plug to complete the circuit. So after that, switch on the battery. So switch on the battery. So after that, check the circuit by pressing jockey gently at left and right end of meter bridge. Okay, first press the jockey at the left end. So what happens? Actually, this is the point A. What is this? This is point A. Jockey is pressed at point A. So what happens? Galvanometer shows a momentary deflection in one side. Galvanometer shows a momentary deflection in one side. So after that, jockey is pressed at the other end. What is this? The point C. So again, galvanometer shows. Again, the galvanometer shows a momentary deflection, but in opposite direction. Jockey is pressed at, what is this? The right end. So this is point C. Now the galvanometer shows opposite full deflection. So if the galvanometer shows deflection in two opposite direction, then connections are absolutely correct. There is no fault. Suppose if the deflection is one-sided in both positions, then there is some fault in the circuit. So jockey is connected at the left end. Jockey is connected at left end. That is at point A. So then the galvanometer shows a momentary deflection. Galvanometer shows a momentary deflection in one side. Okay. So after that, jockey is connected at the right end. So what happens? Galvanometer shows the momentary deflection, but in opposite direction. So choose suitable value of resistance from the resistance box. Side the jockey right to left and note the position of jockey at B for which galvanometer shows zero deflection. Slide the jockey right to left or left to right, and note the position of jockey at B, for which galvanometer shows zero deflection. So the jockey is gradually moved on the bridge wire. So until the galvanometer shows the null deflection. Okay, so this point is called the balancing point B. B is the balancing point. So AB is the balancing length. AB is equal to L, and AB is equal to L. BC is equal to 100 minus L. And finally, by using the formula, that is R is equal to SL divided by 100 minus L. Now L is now 100 minus L is now, S is also now resistance. Okay, so R can be calculated by using this formula, that is R is equal to SL divided by 100 minus L. Okay, thank you.